I'm Sean Hardge. I'm an active service member in the U.S. military. I'm the winner of the 2010 Military Challenge, and I'm currently a Bodybuilding.com team member. I've been working out with injuries my entire life. When I was 5 years old, I got burned on my arms and my back and legs, about 75% of my overall body. And I was paralyzed for about 2 years. I didn't have full use of my left side, and I still don't have complete use of my left side, which is a bit of a challenge. My physical therapist started me with some training like medicine balls and things like that. And from there, a lot of my training allowed me to bring my arm back to almost full use. And I went on to lift weights and become a lot bigger and stronger from it. And I've been inspired by some, and I've inspired others. And it's just, I get really motivated about going in the gym because it means more to me than just lifting some weights. It's a lifestyle for me. And I continue to do it for the rest of my life. Well, I really didn't have a choice. My dad, he was into training. My brothers was into training. We started out with like the water weights, and eventually we graduated to the cement. And then I got my first set of steel weights. And so I just fell in love with weights from the beginning. It was like the big thing in my house. We all wanted to play football and play different sports. And we all just got into weights, and we just really enjoyed it. We did it as a family. The motivation is all the service members, the Army, Marine Corps, Navy, Air Force, Reserves, National Guard, doesn't even matter. All of those guys out there, and I've seen a lot of them overcome a lot of obstacles. And since I'm an active service member, that just motivates me to just give it my all. I see them give their all every day, and I see some of them pay with their lives. So that just gets me pumped up. And when I get in the gym, I go ham. Now that you know a little bit about me, I'm going to take you through some of my training principles. Well, when you're downrange, like we like to call it, if you're downrange, you deal with a lot of different obstacles. Some days you won't be able to work out, some days you won't be able to train at all. And if you can't train, then you just gotta overcome that. Next time you come up to that next training day, like say for instance your back day was on Monday, and you had to work or you had to be out of the wire on Monday. When you come back in, you make Tuesday your back day. But if you're out the wire and you want to keep some training up, you can do some push-ups. We wear a vest that weighs about like 12 pounds, and we lug that around, so you're getting plenty of workout. But the traditional workout is a little bit different for us. So you just got to find ways to create workouts. Do push-ups, maybe buddy-assisted push-ups or buddy-assisted military press. There's just a lot of different things you have to create. You got to just be very creative. Pull-ups are really good as well. And sometimes we'll take tires off hammocks or big trucks, and we'll flip those tires. And that can be a great workout as well. So I do back and biceps on Monday, chest and triceps on Tuesday. On Wednesday, I normally take an off day. Thursday, I'll come back with my legs. Then I'll hit my shoulders and traps on Friday. And on Saturday, I'll come in and do biceps and triceps. And then I'll take another day off on Sunday. I rest 2 days a week. In the Army, when I'm back home and I'm not deployed, we do plenty of cardio, because we do cardio every morning. We run about like 5 miles every morning. So because I get so much cardio during my work time, I don't really need as much cardio on my off days. So I kind of stray away from cardio. I let an off day be a complete off day. And I just stick to my diet, and that's pretty much all I do. I normally train compound movements, and I lift as heavy as I can, because I figure as long as my nutrition's right, I just like to build as much muscle as I can. So I go in there and slap as much weight as I can and try to use it best for me. I keep sets and reps around 8 to 12 repetitions, and sets somewhere around 3 to 4. When I have a plateau, it's always good to have a partner, because he can help you do negatives. You can also do pyramids and all the stuff that I've learned on Bodybuilding.com. And if I'm really stumped, I'll go on Bodybuilding.com, I'll find a new workout, because maybe I've been working that same workout too long. And maybe I need to adjust fire and go ahead and try something new. So I'll pick up another guy's workout and attempt to do his plan and see if that works for me. Have a partner, get a partner in there, because a partner can motivate you. My partner would motivate me when I didn't feel like getting up after working like an 18-hour day. He's kicked me in the butt and say, hey, come on, let's go on this run, or let's get up and get in the gym. So, and that was pretty hard, because a lot of times you don't want to do anything after a long shift, or you stand in the guard point, you just want to go to sleep. But he'd get me up and I'd get him up when he wasn't motivated. So you need somebody over there, you need a buddy. And you get in the gym, once you get in there, you just give it your all. To get my full training program, look at the page below. Now let's get into nutrition. I adjusted my diet a lot because the food is not as plentiful downrange. You don't have as much food to eat. You may end up having to drink a lot of protein shakes in order to keep your protein intake up, have a good support system at home. My family would send me things constantly, and Soldier's Angel, a nonprofit company, would send me things like tuna and chicken in packages. And I would use that to keep my nutrition up. I believe in eating clean. I try to eat about 6 meals. I space them out about 2 to 3 hours apart. 3 of those meals I make protein shakes. The rest, I eat some tuna. I like to eat the albacore tuna, it's really good. Maybe squeeze like a lemon in there, it tastes really good. I also eat a lot of chicken. When I can afford it, I'll get some tilapia. For carbs, I'll eat like sweet potatoes or whole grain rice. Right before I go to the gym, I try to take in some carbs. That's when I'll eat my sweet potato or some brown rice. I just mix it up, depending upon how I feel. Sometimes eat carbs after the gym, but that's pretty much it for carbs. Every meal after that will be vegetables. I start my day around like 6 in the morning. I'll eat a meal right before I go to PT. After PT, I'll eat a meal somewhere around like 8 or 9 o'clock and go from there. I just continue to space it out 3 hours. I try to stay pretty consistent throughout the whole year. When I do bulk up, I try to do it in small portions. Try to stay around like 35, 40 grams of protein per shake and keep my weight around 187 to 194. That's the poundage I try to stay in. Yeah, I do eat some cheat meals. I'll go to a restaurant, and it's really not considered much of a cheat meal because I still eat salmon, I still eat broccoli. It's just prepared a whole lot better. And I might drink some juice. But I try to stay, all my meals are pretty healthy. A steak might be a cheat meal for me. Like I may eat a T-bone, has a little more fat on it. Well, you gotta pre-plan. You gotta plan ahead. We do get to send some stuff ahead in a tough box. So we can pack up a box and send it ahead before we actually get overseas, and it'll meet you over there. So what I did, I packed up my bag with a bunch of tuna and a lot of prepackaged chicken and different kinds of foods, so I'd have the right amount of protein once I got over there. Because you might not always have to be able to eat in a DFAC or a lunchroom. So if you don't have that food, just be prepared that you might be in a complicated situation with food, and if you send some over, you might be all right. Now you know a little bit more about my nutrition. You can get my full program in the page below. Now let's talk about supplements. The supplements I use give me that extra boost that I need in order to get those last 2 reps, in order to even get up and go in the gym and be motivated from beginning to end. So supplement is very important. Pretty much my supplements are key. I take them every day and I get off in the gym, and it helps me stay motivated. Right off the top, protein, because I need to be able to supplement meals, because I'm not always going to be able to eat a full course meal. So you got to have your protein. You got to have something to pump you up while you're in the gym. I like the nitrous oxide. Yeah, I've been changing up my supplements a lot now, just trying to find something new for muscle building, because you can use a supplement too much. You can stick with the same supplement so much that your body gets so used to it that's not having the same effect that it had before. So sometimes you need to come off one. I'm also trying different protein, because they got the casein, and they have a lot of different kinds of protein that burn slower. I'm also looking at finding out a lot more about the vitamins, like B12, B-complex. And I try to build up my vitamins. There's a lot of guys come up on my body space, they'll write me letters and ask me about the supplements to take in order to gain weight or to get stronger. And nothing can replace hard work in the gym, but if you're gonna supplement, like I always give them advice, hey, you research and look on there and see exactly what the supplement's saying on the back and see if it'll work for you. And then you gotta experiment sometimes. There's no exact science to taking supplements. You just got to do a little bit of experiment with yourself. All right, to get my training, nutrition, and supplement program, check out the page below. And if you want to ask me any questions, go on BodySpace. My username is Sean Hardge. And for more content like this, go on Bodybuilding.com.